It is the We Are Your Morning Crew. I am George Daigle, and yes, you're in the right place to get sizzling subjects and trending topics. In case you have just tuned in, I have with me in the studio the one and only Kerel Revis. Why do I is that V in Revis?
I know.
I just want to put that in there somewhere. Anyway, but Kerel Revis from the Minoritea Report. I'm telling you, it's gonna stick. I'm gonna say it until it sticks.
I love it. I'm here for it.
We're here in the studio and we're talking about all of things trending topics and sizzling subjects. Now, we talked about Angela Stratton in the last segment, and there's another transgender person. Well, Angela Stratton is not transgender. Oh my God, please don't come with that. But we're going to talk about another issue. But let's talk about when you came up with this podcast. How did the name stick? Where did it come from?
Yeah, so just obviously with anything, you try to come up with a catchy name. There was a couple other iterations that didn't stick. Then literally I was laying in bed one night and I was like, you know, we're going to be spilling tea. And like just thinking it's because it's people of color. I'm like, minority. Ooh, okay, Minority Report. I kind of like that. Okay. And I sent it to Dewan and Jarrell, and they're like, we like that too, girl. And so I was like, there we go, Minority Report.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it works.
It works. We love a teaism because we're like yo auntie. So I'm Auntie Kerel, the community. We like to spread positivity. So it's just a lot of teaism you can play off of that too.
You've copyrighted all that, right?
Girl, yes.
Okay. All right,
absolutely.
All right,
well, not all the teas, but definitely the name and the aunties and everything. Yes, ma'am.
Trying to tell you. Now, the aunties will be celebrating 2 years.
Yes.
Did you see yourself still being here in 2 years?
Yes, absolutely. One way or the other. Like, at least I know for me, it was going to stick around. Like, I know I could probably be a little overbearing and things like that because it's my baby. Like, I care. And, like, I just see a broader, bigger vision for it. So even if Dewan and Jarrell said, I'm tired of this, I'm out, there's still going to be some sort of Minority Report because I just feel there's gifts in my being that need to get out that I can help our community via this. So yes, I absolutely thought it'd be here for 2 years and 2 more years and 10 more years and 20 more years.
So the co-host of the Minority Report, you just heard Beyonce say Kelly and Kelly and Michelle. Y'all don't want to be in a group. I'm good.
But they can put out their solo albums if they want to too. That's the thing. Like, and we will forever, Destiny Fulfilled. We will still be together and have a chat group at the end of the day because at the end of the day we're friends.
Yeah.
But I did think this was going to be here, and I think they would say the same. I think they would say that in 2 years, yes, we thought we'd definitely be here and continuing to grow and continuing to contribute to our community because at the end of the day we're in the community like without the podcast and these are things conversations we would have been having nonetheless. These are opportunities we would have been trying to present to our community. These are things that we were trying to help our community and aid our community nonetheless. So the podcast is just another avenue to get that out there, but even without it, in our individual lives, we find ways to aid our community and being and continue to show that spectrum of our community. So yeah, and a little competitive too. You want to be good at what you're doing.
Right. Step your work.
Thank you. I say that all the time.
Thank you, TS, for that. We're gonna use it forever. Now let's get into one of these trending topics.
Yeah.
We're talking about some problematic things here, and this may or may not be problematic for some people, but for me. Girl, what is you doing? Caitlyn Jenner is planning on running for governor.
Sit down.
That's the first sit down. Of California. That's the second sit down. And the third, as a Republican.
Have several seats.
Why, girl? See, I'm not going to even misgender her. I'm be for real.
Yeah.
But girl, what is you thinking? The Republican Party is the party that is
against you.
Against you, your existence, your reason for being. Every time you turn around, they're coming up with new laws to discriminate against LGBTQ, especially transgender people. Well, anyway, the transgender Olympian and reality TV star is talking to people about launching her bid if Governor Gavin Newsom gets recalled. She's the second LGBTQ Republican to show interest in the race. Now,
who's the first?
I don't know who that fool is. Jenner, a former Trump supporter, is one of the best known trans people in America, but she's not that well liked inside the community. Now, she has made waves for her tartless or comments, this is not my words, these are words from the LGBTnation.com, and her support for Republican parties while it relentlessly attacks the trans community. One person from the community says, the transgender community is diverse in background and thought, and yet we are overwhelmingly opposed to the policies of the Republican Party, who have shown repeatedly they see us as unworthy of human rights. Caitlyn Jenner may be trans, but she does not represent us.
I know that's right.
At all. So what are you thinking? I mean,
it's a lot. She's very problematic for me because she has shown time and time again that she does not want to grow and does not want to educate herself and does not want to truly be an ally within our own community, within her community.
I think it also speaks to this, and this is not to misgender her in any way, but listen to my statement. I think that Caitlyn Jenner has had the opportunity to experience white male privilege, and so her white male privilege experience. See how I'm trying to say it right. Her white male privilege experience
still shines through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, and I would at least like to have seen her be more visible within the community, fighting against the last administration, to at least potentially show that she's growing. But I haven't seen any of that. And not to say maybe she has, and the media hasn't picked up on it. But my gut is telling me that's probably not true. So it's just like I feel that privilege again. Is like, oh, I could be governor, I could do this, and not contribute anything. Like I don't see what she's going to be able to aid our community at all. Quite frankly. So she just needs to have several seats, like sit in Malibu on the beach, girl, and just chill out because go get Kylie's, get some coin from her and call it good, girl. Like right off in the sunset.
Yeah, do another makeup tutorial or whatever that was.
Because I'm not here for it.
Not at all.
But I'm here for the other LGBTQ person that's running. I'm here for folks in our community running for law or for like governor and different seats and things like that, all the way here for that, because we need to infiltrate these laws that are against us for the next generation, because these laws last forever. So I'm here for that, but not her.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's sad what I said.
I'm with you, Caitlyn. I'm not feeling anything you put down. The moment you said I can get with the running for governor, I can get with that. But the moment you said you're running for the Republican Party, I'm like,
that's it.
But why?
Why sway?
Why?
How sway?
How? Well, one final story, ladies and gentlemen. It's been in the news for quite some time, and it's problematic for the community in a lot of ways. But more women have come forward to accuse T.I. and Tiny of sexual assault. And through the representative, the couple has now issued a new statement. Now, in the past week, more women have come forward to accuse them of sexual assault. They said the Harrises are waiting for their accusers to reveal themselves publicly. By continuing to hide behind anonymous allegations, the unnamed accusers effectively render themselves not credible and unworthy of belief. Now, that's according to their statement. We say let the light shine on their identities so we can go about disproving the accusations. The unnamed individuals are being represented by Tyrone A. Blackburn, and I have a problem with this lawyer because in earlier statements about the story, he said, I need to vet the other women who have come forward. I have never heard of somebody's story being vetted. Yeah. Either it is or it isn't.
Yeah. And when it comes to just like sexual assault and things of that nature, I tend to believe the people that have been assaulted, because we've just seen time and time again, especially for women, that they're silenced and they feel a guilt. They feel that burden of, if I tell what occurred, the world comes against me, and it's just like, and I know there's people that lie. I know there's people that are out for clout and things like that. But my initial gut is always to try to believe the accuser until proven right or wrong. But it's just like sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire, and but then it's like on the flip side, you I've been in positions, not like sexual assault or anything like that, where like people will lie on you and things like that. You're like, that feels horrible. So it's just like, it's hard nonetheless, but it's just like, if they reveal themselves, then we just know how the internet is. We know how social media is, and they're going to troll them so bad that they won't get their day of vindication. But
here's the other side of that coin.
Yeah.
You have T.I. and Tiny, who are constantly being lambasted, saying they're horrible, saying that this happened and they did this. No names, no proof, no nothing.
Yeah.
So whether or not these women's names, and I believe a couple of men, as a matter of fact, ever come forward, these people's career, their show's been canceled, endorsements have been canceled just because of hearsay.
Yeah.
So I think it's
tough.
While I know that the law is created to protect the victim, I get it, and I know that there are people who are victims of sexual assault, and the like. I think in this particular case, why are you, the attorney, you, the accusers, making these public claims, but shrouding your identity, shrouding your name, shrouding, the facts behind it?
Right.
Name the dates. At least name the dates and the places.
So you just need more data points.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying,
right,
you did it, and then, running, you're it. That's what I have a problem, and especially in this day and age of you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
That's a true statement.
I think it's here's the word of the day, problematic.
Yeah.
That you are able to make accusations against,
That's true.
Against anyone without.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It really is.
Like, because it's just like, if it did occur, then they need to be held accountable. But if it didn't occur, the folks, quote unquote, making it up need to be held accountable. But then now it's already negatively affected Tiny and T.I. So it's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
I hope the truth comes out. If it did happen, I hope the accused or the victims are able to, I don't know what the right word is, feel better. I don't know how you would feel better, but at least feel vindicated that it's just like, okay, I got my truth out. Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're lying,
maybe why you lying?
Exactly.
Well, this has been a great conversation with you. I know we only have about an hour because you got to run, and I'm so glad but hey, the door is wide open.
Hey, I'll
anytime,
come back whenever.
And if you guys want, maybe we can do a collab and
absolutely
get all of them on.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the world is. I don't know if we're ready for that.
Woo! Yes, you are. The world is all of us.
Well, congratulations on your anniversary. Tell us once again when the celebration is and how people can participate.
The celebration will be this Saturday, April 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Zoom link will be in our social, Minoritea Report on social. Find us there, and new episodes every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts and YouTube.
Thank you so much once again. We gotta go. Next hour, more sizzling subjects, trending topics, and great music. Good morning.